Alors, j'ai le plaisir de m'entretenir avec Chris Draper, ancien attaquant des Red Wings ici à Détroit, qui a joué énormément de matchs dans cet uniforme-là. Chris, thanks for doing this.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Alors, Chris, first question for you. What makes this team so special for you?
Well, obviously longevity. My first year with the Detroit Red Wings were back in 93, 94, way back then. And then obviously just special anytime you get an opportunity to play for an Original Six franchise. It's so exciting. And then on top of that, being part of, championship teams here, being able to be a part of the 4 Stanley Cups from, my playing careers from, 93, 94 into 2011. And it's really, this is kind of where I spent most of my life. This is where I kind of grew up. So it's pretty special, incredible to be a player, and then to be able to come in the front office and still be a part of the Detroit Red Wings is something very special, and I know how fortunate I am to do that.
Talk about championships. The question is simple. What makes you think that this group have what it takes to win another championship?
Well, I think our young players, led by obviously Dylan Larkin and Moritz Seider and Lucas Raymond. I think those guys are ready to make another step in their careers. And then I think we have some great players in Alex DeBrincat, superstar Hall of Famer, and Patrick Kane. And you know what, we got some young players that are coming in, and I think that that's exciting times. So this team is they've had a great training camp. There's a very good culture down there on and off the ice, and I think that's something that's real special. And this group believes in themselves, and I think that's what you need. You need obviously you need talent, you need skill, but on top of that, you need to believe in yourself, and I think that this group does.
Alors Chris Draper qui essentiellement nous dit que c'est spécial pour lui d'être ici après avoir remporté plusieurs Coupes Stanley en tant que joueur. Maintenant, en tant qu'assistant directeur général, c'est aussi spécial de continuer à porter cet uniforme-là. Il dit qu'il est très confiant vis-à-vis notamment le talent qu'il y a ici, mais également l'expérience. You talk about experience. You also have interesting young players like Axel Sandin-Pellikka will play his first season here in Detroit. What do you think about it?
You know what, we're very excited about Axel's start of his career, his NHL career. He's done everything as an amateur with World Juniors and playing for Sweden. Obviously playing over in Sweden in Skellefteå, he won a championship there in the SHL. So we're just really excited to get him going tonight. He had a really good training camp. We kind of sat back and wanted to see what Ax could do. And we give him, all the credit. He came in, we weren't sure if he was going to make the team or not. We wanted him to make it tough on him, to send him anywhere but Detroit, and that's exactly what he did. He came in, and the guys really love playing with him. He's been around our good young players, and his work ethic on and off the ice has been really good. So, we're really excited to get him going tonight. But with that said, he's a young hockey player, and we have to remain patient. As Montreal is kind of in the same situation with obviously some very good young talented players as well. So that has to be our mindset. But with us, we're really excited to get him in the lineup and certainly in a Detroit Red Wing uniform tonight.
Chris, you had Joe Veleno here a few months ago. What is your opinion about Joe? Now he's a Montreal Canadiens player, and I know that the coaching staff loves him at the moment. So what impression he made to you? Here.
Joe Veleno, first of all, he's a great person, great teammates, and as it happens sometimes with young guys, you get an opportunity with one team and it doesn't necessarily work out, and then you might play for another team, and because Joe's such a good skater, he's a good person, he's a hard worker, you just hope that, he can and find a role. But I think Joe, he did everything that we asked for him. He had opportunities where he's playing in our top 6. He had opportunities where he's playing in, our bottom 6 and penalty killing. And there were some nights that he wasn't playing. And with all that said, he was a great person, a great teammate, and a real good, Detroit Red Wing. And, we're just excited and hoping that he gets an opportunity, elsewhere. And sometimes that's what it takes. You need a fresh start, and you need to take advantage of that. And when you get a coaching staff that kind of believes in you, you never know what can happen. So, hopefully, like I said, be pretty special for Joe to find a home in Montreal, being from that area.
Alors Chris Draper qui nous dit que Joe Veleno a rempli toutes les cases ici, il a fait ce qu'on lui a demandé, c'est une bonne personne et un bon joueur. Parfois, simplement, c'est le contexte qui fait qu'un joueur se débrouille peut-être un peu moins bien dans une ville qu'une autre. Il a également eu de bons mots pour Axel Sandin-Pellikka qui débutera ce soir. One last for you, Chris, and it's a very simple one. what do you love about hockey? I mean, after so much time as a player, you're still here as an assistant GM. So what do you love about that game?
Everything. I mean, it's just an incredible game. It's in the off season, you sit back and then all of a sudden within 2-3 weeks you kind of can't wait for the game to start up. But especially how it's been, preseason, you get excited about that. Training camp, you get excited about that. But Montreal obviously played last night and away they went to start their season. But for our guys, we know how excited it is. But it's just it's a fast game. It's a competitive game. It's some nights it's a thing of beauty just watching what can go on the ice. So really looking forward to getting going. Obviously it's a special year for the original 6 teams, 100th year anniversary, and for us, we're the luxury tonight. You see all the number 10s around. Unfortunately, we had a passing of Alex Delvecchio, and get to honor him tonight. One of the great Red Wings, obviously incredible, part of the production line with Gordy and Ted. So, original 6 teams, they have that special feeling in those special nights, and it's obviously sad and unfortunate with the loss of Alec, but tonight we get to celebrate him as a person and as an incredible Red Wing, and that's what's special about this game, and certainly what's special about original 6 teams like both Montreal and Detroit.
Chris Draper, thanks a lot for doing this, and best of luck for the upcoming season.
Merci beaucoup.
Chris Draper, mesdames, messieurs.
Thank you.